Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video because we are doing a purchase or pass video. It has been a hot ass minute since I've done a purchase or pass video, so we're gonna do one today. Not even gonna lie, there's so many new makeup releases, so I am not gonna hit everything in today's video, but we're gonna talk about quite a good bit of stuff. So if you are new here, my name is TATIANNAANESA, and if you're a returning subscriber, what is up, y'all? Welcome back, and I'm happy that you guys are back to join me. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. I feel like there's so much stuff that has been going on that I have not sat down to my fam and just talked to y'all in a hot minute, so I thought this was the perfect video to do so. First things first, I'm about to be moving soon, and I'm really excited about it. We're gonna be moving into a bigger apartment, and I'm just so excited. I cannot wait, cannot wait for that. It's just gonna be so much bigger, and I'm just really excited about it. But the one thing I am not excited about is moving this, okay? I have my vanity, I have my pack system, I have a lot to move. And I remember the last time that I moved, if you're new here, I did move earlier this year. I remember a lot of y'all wanted to know how I packed up my makeup and all of that, so I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for me to do like pack with me videos, so you're gonna go through the journey together. But I'm really excited about it, and there's probably gonna be a good week that I won't film. I might try to film ahead of time, like I'm currently like bulk filming right now. I'm also gonna be doing a lot of traveling, so there's just a lot going on, and that's happening so soon. So yeah, but I'm excited about it. Hello, you guys. I hit 8K, what the heck? That is so freaking exciting. Like, I cannot believe that I hit 8,000 subscribers. I swear I remember it like it was just yesterday when I hit 1,000. I was like, oh my god, like it was just insane. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember when I couldn't even get to 500 subscribers. But my advice to you, if you are starting YouTube or you want to start YouTube and you see that your channel is not going anywhere, it's not moving like you want it to, just keep going, okay? Like, there's many times where I wanted to stop and I didn't, and look now, like, I have a wonderful YouTube fam. You guys are literally the best ever, the absolute best. I know one thing's for sure, no matter if I'm on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I always have my YouTube fam to come back to, and I'm not going anywhere, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so that is that. And then also, we need to talk about these new makeup releases because there's just so many releases, and we have not done a purchase or pass, I think, in like a month. What? That is crazy. Let's get into it. We're gonna talk about this because I'm just gonna go by like the most recent thing. ColourPop just collabed with the Muppets. Before this was even announced, Ulta had already had it up, but it like wasn't available for purchase. This is really cute. I do feel like they could have done a little bit more, but I feel like ColourPop always can like do more because there are collections that we've seen from ColourPop where they knock it out of the park. This, I definitely feel like it could have been better. I was expecting just a little bit more, you know, from this collection. I love Super Shock shadows, so if there's anything that I would pick up from this collection, it would be the Super Shock shadows. And the palette is not something that I like, oh my gosh, I need to have. I have not been like really into getting eyeshadow palettes lately. It's just not, I don't know, I'm to the point where it's like I have so many that I don't feel like how I can get anything that's remotely different. But I mean, there are some palettes that are just like, oh my gosh, I need this in a palette, I need this palette, I need it now. But lately I have no palette has like screamed out to me. There's nothing that I've just been like, give it to me right now. When I tell you, the one brand, aside from Made by Mitchell, the other UK brand, oh, I'm Beauty Bay, but the other UK brand that I am just obsessed with is P. Louise. I feel like P. Louise, one thing you cannot take away from that brand is the packaging. They have the best packaging on the market, hands down. Their packaging is so freaking cute. Even if I don't want the product, I want it just because of the packaging. I want that experience. And every single product that I see P. Louise drop, the packaging is just like, how the heck did she think of that? Like, what? So that brings me to this right here, which I think it's one palette, but it's like multiple palettes, but it's like one I don't know. So this is basically the Unlock Your Creativity double-sided eyeshadow palette. There's 18 shades in here. So basically this is an all matte palette. It's gonna be available November 18th. If there's one thing that I would buy, it is this palette right here. I don't care if it's like your typical rainbow palette. I don't care. I want this palette so bad. It is gorgeous. I've heard really, really good things about P. Louise. I feel like that brand is just a very creative brand, and I want everything that P. Louise comes out with, low-key, but I want this so bad. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's all matte, so we know you need that all matte to create literally all of your, like, your go-to shades. Now, I'm actually gonna go to P. Louise site because there's other releases too that are coming out for Black Friday, and when I tell you P. Louise has one of the best Black Friday sales, I will be shopping. The other part of this collection is a 30-piece brush set. I've also heard really good things about their brush sets. All of these products are going to be available during their Black Friday sale. So basically you get a ton of face brushes. It's 30 pieces. Wow, I wonder how much it's going to cost. Because if it's inexpensive and you can get it for Black Friday, I truly would buy this because I want to try it out. Like, I just want to try out P. Louise's products. Another product that is new from P. Louise are these right here. These are the Bad Boop Energy Juices, and they look like little juice cartons. I think they're so cute, but basically you get a lip balm and a lip oil in here, and it's different flavors, and I was just like, oh my god, I want all of it. She had like a set of 4 for $30 on her site. I just hope she brings that back for Black Friday so I can get my hands on it. I need to get my cart ready because I love her Black Friday sales. They are literally the absolute Nimya. Nikkie Tutorials brand finally came out with an eyeshadow palette, and honestly this is the last thing that I expected this brand to come out with. I am not a fan of this palette. I will say that it is cute because it's a palette that's like of her brand, and that makes sense to me. Like, I feel like when I look at this palette, after knowing her colors of her brand, the marketing, all of that, I'm like, okay, this palette is Nimya. This is a Nimya palette. I get it. But for Nikkie Tutorials, I'm always like, I just want to see something really extravagant and like big and dramatic, and I just, you know, like her makeup looks, and this was just a little bit of a letdown. I was just expecting more. But for Nikkie Tutorials and for her first palette, I was just expecting something a little bit different here. So this is new from Natasha Denona. This is the Retro Glam palette, and I think this was the palette everyone was expecting when the Retro palette came out because they wanted it to look like the Retro Mini. And I think that Natasha Denona took everyone's feedback, took all of it, took it into consideration, and gave us this. I think this palette is beautiful. When you say this is a retro palette, I get it. Like, I truly get it. I see it. The colors, it just looks so good. But I didn't pick it up. I haven't tried Natasha's pastels, so I didn't try her pastel palettes. Now, this one has a lot of pastels, so I don't know how it'll work on deeper complexions. If you try this palette and you have a deeper complexion, let me know if the pastels are true to color or there's something you have to sit there and build up and it's just not worth it to work with. Let me know because this palette is gorgeous, but I just feel like there's not enough depth in this palette for me, to be honest. We have so many palettes! This next one was one that I was not expecting. I low-key thought that they were done, but I guess it's safe to say we're gonna get a new palette every year. So Be Perfect collab with Stacey Marie again, and once again they created a beautiful color story. Beautiful. Now, this color story is absolutely gorgeous. This is like your all-in-one. I love, like, my favorite part about this palette is that grungy, gray tone, cool tone side. I think it's absolutely beautiful, but I also think that if this palette came out first out of all of the ones in the line, I would have just got this one. I think this one is beautiful. It has every single shade in the rainbow that I could use. I will say I'm surprised that this palette doesn't have a white shade, which is interesting. There's every single shade in the rainbow, one except for brown. But you know, like, it's basically like a typical rainbow palette, but I just wish that this came out first because I would have gotten it. My only thing is that this is a palette that's just so awkward to use and to hold that I just don't bother picking up any of the Carnival palettes, but this one is so gorgeous, and if you've never tried the Carnival palettes, the formula is literally insane. it's insane. So you definitely should try it out. So we are literally in palette city. So this next palette is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Essential palette. This palette is beautiful. I would totally buy this palette. Like, I would buy this palette. I would use it. Low-key, it's on my, like, low-key on my wish list. I don't know. I might buy this. I feel like if they have a really good sale for Black Friday, I would pick up a palette or two from there because I feel like this is a palette I would use every single day. Next up, we have some new highlighters from Benefit Cosmetics. Benefit just came out with 2 new highlighters. One is a cool iridescent lilac shade, which is like leaning purple, and then we also have a warm golden honey shade. So really nice. I've heard really good things about their highlighters. I've never tried them, but I will be down to try these. I don't know if these will really work for my skin tone. Maybe the purple, but it's like a really light purple, so I'm not too sure. I'm probably gonna pass on them now, but I will be like keeping my eye out to swatch them at Ulta if they come to Ulta. Okay, this right here, I don't know why this never crossed my mind, but Kylie is coming out with a Vanilla 28 Intense, and will I be buying it? Yes, I will. I used to think like there was no point in buying intense perfumes, but that is not true because when they say intense, they mean intense most of the time. And I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I'm definitely going to be picking it up. I probably will pick up like the smaller bottle since I still have quite a bit of Vanilla 28, but I've been using my Vanilla 28 perfume like crazy. Oh my god, dogs are going crazy outside. If you love Vanilla 28, if you've never tried it, you need to smell it. If you love vanilla, you're gonna freaking live for this perfume. Highly recommend. I will be buying this. Next new release I actually have right now, and this is new from Kylie Cosmetics. This is her collab with the Wizard of Oz. If you guys did not know, I am on the Kylie Cosmetics PR list, and they sent this over to me, and there's some really good products in here. This item right here, I was truly blown away by it. This is a transformative lip tint. If you follow me on TikTok, I did a TikTok trying it out for the first time, and this is so cool because it's actually a pink lip tint and it's really gorgeous. I did not think that this color would be pink on the lips. I think this is her Christmas collection if I'm not mistaken, but this is the palette here. It looks so washed out on camera. This is the palette here. You get a highlighter and you get a blush and you get some really cute shades. When I look at this palette, it definitely does scream Wizard of Oz to me. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have not tapped into it yet. I did try her Batman palette and they sent that over to me and I was obsessed with it. I don't know, like her new formula is really good. Now the next new release is from Collidos. I also have that in my possession. Collidos sent over their newest collection to me in PR. I actually did film a TikTok on this. I just haven't posted it yet, which I need to do. Low-key reminding myself here, but it's so cool because they just came out with new contours and bronzers and like powders, but they're not like finishing. Well, they're actually more so like finishing powders, but it kind of reminds me of the Jaclyn Cosmetics Moonlight powders, except these are pressed. So these are, first of all, these are so cool because they're heavy. They're actual metal tints. And they go really deep, which honey, they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I believe this is a finishing powder in here, but it's basically like a trio. So you get 2 dark shades. One is usually cool, one is warm. Some have neutral tones. I feel like you can use this like a brightening powder. But then you also get these, basically a smaller version of the trio. And this right here is your face illuminator. So this right here, basically you use it to like kind of put it in the places where you would put highlighter. They're so cool. I'm gonna post that TikTok soon so you guys can see it in action. They sent me the whole collection. I have shades in here that are not my skin tone. So I will be putting these to the side for a giveaway. They also are sending over a duplicate of this because some of the shades came broken, which I thought was so cool and so nice. So I will be doing a giveaway of these. But yeah, this is one of the lighter ones. Very cool toned. If you're fair skin, this is going to be a great contour for you. A lot of these releases I feel like you guys don't even care about anymore, which understandable because it's been a minute. There's just so many and it's like, dang, what do we talk about here? Oh, let's talk about this. So Maybelline is coming out with a 24-hour hybrid powder foundation. This looks so good. It's gonna be $12.10. Weird price, but it's cheap and it's affordable, so we love that. And it's going to be a medium to full coverage matte finish with 24 hours of super staying powder, sweat resistant, water resistant, and transfer resistance. Wow, 16 shades. Love that for us. Okay, this is great. I definitely want to try this out when that comes out because it looks really good. Let's talk about this right here. This is new from Makeup by Mario. This is the new Ethereal Lights palette. I did not pick this up because I didn't think that it went deep enough for me, but I see a lot of people with deeper complexions using this palette and it looks absolutely gorgeous on them, and I'm just like, dang it, why didn't I get this? But then I looked at it and I was like, I don't really know how much use I would get out of it. I honestly would use this palette only for the shimmers, and that is pretty wasteful for me. So I think I did make a good choice in not getting it, but it is gorgeous and I've seen so many people using it. It's just absolutely gorgeous, but it is a pass for me. So the last thing I want to talk about is also a ColourPop. It's a little bit of ColourPop information, but ColourPop is now available at Target. I actually did see it myself when I went in Target yesterday, and it's really cute. They have really good options. They have a lot of stuff, so I definitely recommend, if you're shopping in Target, you now know that you can get ColourPop there. But I thought that was super exciting and very unexpected, but I'm glad to see that ColourPop and more brands in general are just expanding their reach so to where it's more accessible for more people. But that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are you picking up? What is on your wish list? Let me know. I do want to do a video on like my favorite Black Friday sales, but like they haven't announced all the sales yet, so I'm just like, but I'm so excited because this is the time of year where all of the good, like the sales are so good. I'm like waiting for Huda Beauty sale. I'm waiting for, who else am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a lot of brand sales, okay? I'm just excited because I cannot wait to get a deal on like my favorite brands. But I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys.